That's the United States. Thanks to the shale revolution, demand for oil is down, but additionally, domestic oil production is at record levels. Citigroup predicts that the U.S. could export as many as 1 million barrels of oil per day by 2015. And the oil prices could dip even lower. Reuters reports this week that Saudi officials were saying they would accept oil prices below $90 per barrel and perhaps down to $80 for as long as a year or two. They hope perhaps that by doing this they will discourage the search for shale, natural gas, and other such alternatives to their oil. But are these low prices really sustainable? Well, Sharma's team at Morgan Stanley compiled data for GPS which shows what each country would have to charge for a barrel of oil in order to balance its national budget. Saudi Arabia just has to charge $88 per barrel to balance the books, according to Sharma's analysis. This is up from only a few years ago as it expanded its welfare state in the wake of the Arab Spring. Still, it's affordable for the Saudis. But not every country is as lucky. Libya, for instance, needs oil to be at about $180 per barrel to break even. Iran has to charge $143 to be out of the red. Russia, which is highly dependent on energy, has to charge roughly $110 a barrel. And remember, Russia's economy is already being squeezed by Western sanctions, so much so that declining oil prices have decimated the ruble, Russia's currency. In fact, energy fluctuations have historically played a large role in Russia. The collapse of the Soviet Union was prompted in part by a plunge in oil prices which weakened the government. Perhaps President Putin ought to watch his back, with oil now trading at $30 below his break-even point. So let's see how this plays out and how low the Saudis are really willing to push the price of oil. However low they go, we are witnessing a true shift in the power dynamics of oil. Sharma put it best when he said to me, there are winners and losers. The winners are in the oil-consuming countries, the losers are in oil-producing countries. So basically, the world has been turned on its head from a decade ago. Next on GPS, oil isn't the only thing that's cheap these days. We seem to be in the midst of a market sell-off.